Well, now the Korean Zombie has talked that he wanted to fight Brian Ortega.
Oh, is that
in September?
Rumor? Yeah, what's that going
on? He wants to fight him. Is Ortega not fought since Holloway?
No, he hasn't fought.
He's not fought since that Holloway loss.
No, man. Well, he's getting.
We've been on a year now for that, right?
Ooh.
No. It was December of 2018, so less than a year. Sorry.
All right. Give the guy some time.
Yeah. I thought it was longer.
He's a young man. Okay. I first of all, I would love that fight. Who the fuck wouldn't love that fight? Everybody and their mother would like to see Korean Zombie versus Ortega.
Oh
right?
my God,
right, Jimmy?
What a great fight.
All right.
Fighters and referees are very much alike when it comes to confidence. Fighters on a losing streak, you'll see their confidence change. You'll see them do things that they didn't do when they were on a winning streak. And I feel like referees, especially in MMA, where the calls are, they're such judgment calls, right? I mean, nothing is black and white as far as a stoppage in MMA. And you see a guy who gets criticized, who, gets talked about, oh, you were too late for a few fights in a row. You were too early for a few fights in a row. You made the wrong call here and there. And you see their confidence start to waver and you see them start to doubt themselves. And I feel like we're starting to see that with Herb Dean. I feel like he's not quite as on point as he was in the past. I still think he's one of the best ever, but I think recently he's made some questionable calls.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I want to let y'all know, August 3rd, I will be making my AAA debut. I will be with my teammates and tag team partners, Psycho Clown and Cody Rhodes. Please, you do not want to miss this.
Your career, right now at least, is inexplicable. It's linked with Masvidal, right? I mean, it has to be. You saw what he did. He's out there saying he deserves a title shot. What's your take on that? I mean, did what he do to Ben Askren, was that enough to jump in front of you?
I don't believe so. I believe after 2 fights, he's in a 2-fight losing streak, I believe, 2-3 fights. Before that, he's about to get cooked. So I don't understand where this title shot came from. But like I said, I'm on a 7-fight win streak, soon to be 8, and I think my record speaks for itself. So I deserve it next.
So you just mentioned boxing. What's going on there?
You know what, man? I'm looking into it, doing some work in there. Got some of the greatest coaches in the world at American Top Team, and just getting the opportunity to move back and forth through different arts. I found a nice spot in boxing, and I found starting to develop a love for it, a like for it, and a yearning to actually get in there and try it out. I think with the blessing of the big man upstairs, that it's something that I would love to look into, man, and start fighting pretty soon, just to wet my feet, man. I think I could be one of the, if not the greatest fight sports heavyweight of all time, not even just MMA, just the greatest combat sports heavyweight.
And just to be clear,
versatile,
And just to be clear, the big man upstairs, is that God or is that Dana White getting his blessing?
It's Dana White.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. All right. Have you talked to him about this? Like, would he give you this opportunity?
It's right now I'm focused on this fight. I'm still under contract, and they're doing a lot in the boxing world right now. They're making some moves, so I'm just I'm waiting patiently. We've talked about it in the past. we got a great relationship, man, and he's been a great guy. So I have nothing but respect for him. So I'm gonna make my moves according to what he allows me to do, and I'm gonna take my time and be patient in that, and just finish out, devote my time to the rest of this contract, the rest of these fights, and give the fans, for one, all their money that they pay for and more, and dominating the performances, man. Because even if I do the boxing, I'm not leaving MMA, man. Like I said, it's about combat sport. If I can go into kickboxing and everything else and figure that out, I will. I'm here to stay. I'm a problem, man. You've seen it before in football. There's no getting rid of me. I'm the hardest working man here, and it's not gonna stop.
Gerg Hardy, he said that he could become, quote, the greatest fight sports heavyweight of all time. This is a lot of confidence for a man who hasn't had the number of fights or really anything to show us that he would be in that position. What do you think about when someone so young, someone so inexperienced comes out and has comments like this?
Let's clarify that. Yeah, he is new to the sport, but he is not by any means young in this sport. And he's got a lot of work to do before he even sniffs the greatest heavyweight of all time. So I mean, I think like these statements are just he's pulling them out of thin air. Like, I don't know where he gets any viable justification that he could be in that conversation of the greatest heavyweight of all time. I don't think that's possible. You look at Daniel Cormier, who's been doing this, the majority of his life, and he has accomplished so much over that time because it's the single sport, that he really has made his career out of. So, it's pretty asinine statement. I just don't see it as having much validity. His other statements, like, he wants to put anybody to, he believes he'll put anybody to sleep that steps in there with him and blah, blah, blah. Great. But to say you could be the greatest heavyweight of all time, like, what are we talking about here? Like, have you lost all sense of reality? You even look at the quality of opponents that he has fought. I think they are fair to his skill set and his experience in the sport, but they are nowhere on the level of a Daniel Cormier, Stipe Miocic, Francis Ngannou. They're not on the same playing field. So he's still, he's got all this confidence because he's knocking people out and great, but just pump the brakes a little, because I guarantee you, when you get in that upper echelon, you're not just going to be putting people to sleep like that. It's a different level in competition. And so anyways, I know he has his next bout coming up. So, I mean, it's one bout at a time, and he's got to focus on what's ahead. What's the next step ahead, not being the greatest heavyweight of all time, because to me, that's ridiculous.
Hey guys, I'm back to train with the injury fixer.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Johnny's back in the gym, working hard. Shoulders strong.
100%. Ready to kick some ass again? I'll be ready. Just wait till UFC book some fight and give me the name, send me the location. I'm ready.
August 3rd, I will be making my AAA debut. I will be with my teammates and tag team partners, Psycho Clown and Cody Rhodes. Please, you do not want to miss this.
Yeah, no, like, oh, you're a wrestler now. You're a wrestler